Good morning. Welcome to another coffee and conversation here at Capital Recovery Center. My name's Michael. I'm one of your recovery coaches.
And I am Craig. I'm one of your recovery coaches here at Capital Recovery Center.
My name is Karen, and I'm also a Capital Recovery Coach.
And so we welcome you to our Coffee and Conversation edition here on Tuesday, every Tuesday from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. All are welcome in the community to join us so that we can share some information on one of the things we want to talk about is recovery, wellness, lifestyle.
Yeah.
And so I believe Mike has some very important information.
And the information that we're going to be reviewing or going over or elaborating on was provided by SAMHSA. This worksheet or this handout was provided from them. It was all information that we received to share with the public. All this material that appears in this public domain may be reproduced or copied without permission from SAMHSA. So we are using the information that they have provided, and also in YouTube video after this recording, this live recording, I will put the link to the information so you can download the information and use it for your own particular edification.
Edification. All right. Well, we feeling good this morning. We using edification early in this show. All right. So what is the topic we're discussing today, Karen?
Today we're going to be discussing getting good health care and lifestyle.
Cool. Getting good health care and lifestyle. Again, if you need any services that Capital Recovery provides, call us 856-391-7449. We are able to see individuals, but it will be by appointment only. So if you would like to contact us for different services, at the end of this live recording, we will go over the services that Capital Recovery do provide and the resources that we are able to connect you to. With that being said, let's go to work.
All right. It says you deserve good health care. If you have a good health insurance plan, this won't be a problem. If you don't, or your access to health care is limited, see what is available in your community that is free or has sliding scale fees you could afford. Call your local Department of Health, healthcare agencies, or your local hospital to check on available options. While it may be hard for you to access good health care, it is worth making the effort to get what you need and deserve for yourself.
You deserve good health care. We all do. If you don't have insurance, it says see what is available in your community that is free or has a sliding scale fees that you can afford. No matter what, don't never allow you not having insurance stop you from getting good health care or getting some type of physicals, because it's very important. I'm often try to get myself checked as much as possible. Don't fall for the trap of waiting until you feel a sickness to get checked. That is a bad strategy. You need to throw that away, let that leave like last year, and always get in the mindset of getting checked periodically or every 6 months or whatever you think is needed for you. However, no matter what, don't let you not having insurance stop you from getting a physical check. You need to get checked no matter what.
And also with that, we here at Capital Recovery Center, the population that we deal with, our community, a lot of us don't have health care. So we're here to offer assistance with Medicaid, because we know a lot of people that deals with MAT, which stands for Medication Assistance Treatment. And those who are dealing with recovery, they need Medicaid to pay for their assistance. So we invite all those here in the Bristol, Cumberland County area to come out, and if you need assistance, please call us at the telephone number that was given, and we can assist you with that process. All right? And And so without further ado,
Yeah, we can also help you, reach out for different services that are dealing with. We're not a healthcare provider, but we are a person who can connect you to resources that provide for things like that. However, we need you to inform us and let us know where you think you need help in your process of dealing with healthcare, and we can do some research, and then we can collaborate with each other, and we can try to find the resources for you or connect you to the resources and to get the services that you need. Just don't think that because you don't have health insurance that you can't be seen or get checked. It's very important, especially in the day we living in right now.
All right, it says, do you get good health care for yourself? Do you have a general health care practitioner or a team of healthcare professionals who know you and your life circumstances? Can they provide you with valuable assistance in monitoring your health, giving you advice on treatment, providing treatment when necessary, and referring you to other healthcare providers when necessary? What could you do to ensure that you get good health care for yourself? Do you get a complete physical checkup every year? If not, what could you do to make this happen?
Do you get a complete physical checkup every year? Everybody can ask themselves, if you're watching this now or you will watch it later, do you get a complete physical checkup every year or every 6 months? That's a question you need to ask yourself. And if you say no and you can't remember the last time you had a complete physical checkup, then today is the day that you go get checked. Schedule your appointment, because we're talking about getting good health care. And if you haven't had a complete physical checkup where they check the whole individual about different things.
yes, especially like a guy like me, I'm over the hill. I'm gonna say my age. I'm over 50. Let's put it like that. And
okay,
it's always recommended for those of us who are over 50 to go get that one special colon check, because that's so important, because like Mike said, an overall check. And so we just want to we're going to take this from a holistic standpoint.
Yeah.
And then Mike laughed because that's one of my favorite words.
But that's awesome though. But I want to go back to something that Miss Karen had shared earlier. She had shared earlier. Me and Craig was talking about the sort of diets we are on and the things that we are changing in our lives as we get older. For me, I'll be turning 50 in May. And we were discussing our motivating factors for wanting to change diets, wanting to do this. And Miss Karen, being the young person in the group, she was discussing about when she wanted to get on this and get on that. So we was wondering, what's your motivating factor? Because you're young, we like, well, what's your motivating factor is? And she said something that makes a lot of sense. She said, I'm trying to prevent from getting to all the situations and problems that y'all are having. Why is that important? Because if you get a complete physical checkup, it's possible that your doctor can prevent you from experiencing some of the things that a lot of individuals are experiencing later in their lives. So that was very powerful that she said that, and it makes sense. You can get it in a preventive method if you go get a complete physical checkup.
That's right.
So it continues to say, so go to your checkup with a list of all the medications and healthcare preparations you are using, a history of your illness and surgeries and those of close family members, and any symptoms that have you concerned. Don't think anything is too trivial. The mildest symptoms may give your healthcare provider the needed clues to provide you with good treatment. See your healthcare provider if your condition changes or worsens. Don't be satisfied with the outcome of your visit until all your questions have been answered and you feel comfortable with the answers and with suggested treatment strategies. If necessary, arrange follow-up visits. If treatment is recommended, especially If the situation is serious or requires surgery, get a second opinion.
I want to go back to the first paragraph, please. And she said the mildest symptoms may give your healthcare provider the needed cues to provide you with good treatment. It's very important. The mildest symptoms that you might have that you think are insignificant are things that they need to know. And more importantly, although the doctor has the medical degrees to treat the symptoms or sicknesses that we may be experiencing, don't nobody know you better than you. That's why, if you notice, every time you come to see a doctor, when a doctor enters the room, he asks you what's wrong. Because although he has the knowledge to fix what's wrong, only you can tell him what symptoms you are experiencing. So no matter how small you think there are, mention them to your doctor, mention them to the provider, mention them to whoever you are getting your complete physical with, so they can make the diagnosis of whatever that situation may be.
And another thing, I just want to touch on, I am in recovery, and before coming to recovery, I used to run the street, and health issues or taking care of my health was the last thing on my mind.
Yeah.
It was the last thing, but now that I'm in recovery, that's one of the things that I frequently do. Get a physical checkup, go to my dentist. These are things that we talked about in another show about hygiene. And so that's why we talking about a recovery wellness lifestyle. And so it's a whole conglomerate of important things we must do to take care of ourselves.
Yeah.
Externally and internally.
Both. All right, let's roll.
All right, so we go on to lifestyle.
Yeah.
The space where you live, your home, can affect how you feel. Perhaps you need to make some changes in your living space or living arrangement, or find a different place to call home. The following questions may help you decide if you need to make some changes in living space.
It says the space where you live, your home, can affect how you feel. If it's a bunch of chaos going on in the home, it will make you change the way you feel, and it also will affect your lifestyle. So consider some of the things that we're going from another town. I figured out how to get to that town to go get it. So it's easy to up and move certain things. You just got to make the dedication to it. But some of the things that are going on in your area, in your living situation, that you can change, and the things that you can't, just move away from them. But we're going to go over a few of those.
And I want to add to that and just give you this little jewel. And I got this from an old head. And he told me, he said, a healthy mind is the manifestation of a healthy environment. And so, Mike, you touched on that about changing your environment and living in a holistic or clean, a clean environment as opposed to a polluted environment. All right?
And the way you think is very important. So you can have a real bad living situation, but have a very positive mindset, especially if you are striving to get out of that bad living situation. I say it all the time. I have it in my office, I have it on my phone, I have it everywhere, that I think myself happy. And what that simply means is no matter how chaotic my situation, no matter if I'm suffering from some type of sickness or not at that time, I think myself happy. That means I meditate on good things. I think about good things. So you can do the exact same way and change your living situation by changing the mindset that you have.
Good stuff there, Mike.
Good stuff.
Keep it coming, keep it going.
It says, think about your lifestyle. Do you try to do too much every day?
Too much on your plate. That's what that means. You got too much on your plate. Sometimes you just need to take some stuff off a plate. Listen to me. I'm telling you from personal experience. I learned this from a recovery coach named Craig from Capital Recovery Center. I had too much going on. But what I did was I moved some stuff off my plate. I actually had all these different things, And the things that watch this is very good. The things that were on the plate were all positive things. It was not negative things. However, do you try to do too much every day? Sometimes you just need to clean some stuff off your plate. Learn to prioritize things throughout the week. You don't have to have everything on that plate. I learned to prioritize my life and live a structured, disciplined life. And when you live a structured, disciplined life, it's easy to pinpoint something that you missed up, something that you might have lost during the journey. That's a good example. Listen, I had a particular mask that my mother had brought me, and a face covering mask. I think this is it. This is a mask. But anyway, I knew where I was when I had it, and then I had left from that place and went to this place. When I got to this place the next day, I said I needed to find where was that mask. I went right back to where I was last and found the mask. How was that possible? Because I live a structured, disciplined life. When you live a structured, disciplined life, you can pinpoint where you might have dropped something, where you might have lost something, and you can do all that, but you won't be able to do that if you got too much on your plate. You'll get lost like, man, was I here? Was I there? Was I doing this? Was I doing that? Don't try to do too much all in the same day, especially when you're trying to live a different lifestyle of recovery.
Well, it ties into the next question. It says, do you take on more than you should? Do you often find yourself rushing from one thing to another and not enjoying anything? If you answered yes to some or all those questions, what makes your life this way? What could you do to make your life more peaceful and calm? For example, like relaxation, course, take 2 days off every week, save time for yourself in the evening, ask others to take over your responsibilities from time to time, set aside time every day to do things you enjoy.
Okay, let me see. Yeah, let's stay right here for me. What could you do to make your life more peaceful and calm? It says take a relaxation course, take 2 days off every week, save time for yourself in the evening. Save time for yourself in the evening. Me, I like to do my own personal devotions, so I would take time to really not have on the television, really not have on any music. Well, I might have on music. I love to listen to some music, but I would read some type of devotion. I take time for myself to build up myself. Ask others to take over your responsibility from time to time. Sometimes we just think nobody can do our particular task better than us. And that will get you in trouble and have you having a whole bunch of stuff on your shoulders. Take time, ask other people to take over your responsibility from time to time. They are not trying to take your position or your job. You need to just give it over to them so you can take a breather sometime. It's very important when you're thinking about lifestyles.
That's right. And don't bite off more than you can chew. And also, we're talking about a wellness lifestyle. And so a lot of times people get overwhelmed and get burnt out. And so take care of yourself so that you can be be good to somebody else. All right, go home. I'm sorry.
No, that's all right. Yeah, you good, man. You good. You on time, man.
All right, it says you can't take good care of someone else until you first take good care of yourself. However, you may be like people who focus their attention on others and don't take very good care of themselves.
Wow.
You may find that you are so busy taking care of others that you don't have time to address your own issues. You may be so busy taking care of others that you neglect personal hygiene tasks that would make you feel better, things like a regular shower or bath, washing and styling your hair, trimming your nails, brushing and flossing your teeth, changing your clothes, or even getting dressed. You may feel so badly about yourself some days that you never get out of your night clothes. Are you always taking care of others and not taking care of yourself?
Whoa. Are you always taking care of others and not taking care of yourself. It's very important you take care of yourself. Having love and compassion and wanting to care for other individuals is a great trait to have. However, if you are not taking care of yourself and then you move on, die from all the things of you not taking care of yourself, then what's that going to do for the individual you was trying to take care of? You have to take care of yourself. That is a very important key.
And I just want to touch on this last bottom piece, if I may. And it says, you may feel so badly about yourself, some days you never get out of your night clothes. Now listen here. I'm an old timer, and I believe in, taking care of yourself. And I see some people when they come to stores, they might be in their pajamas. I don't know if that's because of their, lifestyle or they going through something. But listen, take some time and get out of your night clothes. And like the article says, take some time, invest some time in grooming
yourself.
Grooming yourself, hygiene, a haircut, a shave. It says brush your teeth. All those good things are.
That's good because you know when the COVID pandemic initially started, like in the March last year, March whatever, and everybody was getting used to being in the house or not getting used to it, or just generally they made people to stay in initially when it first started.
Right.
When it became like 3 months when people were just in the house, I used to literally, my wife and I used to just get up, say, yo, we used to get up, get dressed. We wasn't going nowhere. We would get washed up, do our everything, get groomed up, and go sit in the living room. And it just made us feel so different. And that's the same way if you just do that all day and then you wait till the evening time and then you go out and then you just still in your pajamas I'm telling you, it will do something to your spirit to just jump in the shower, wash up, put on anything, some sweats or something, but get out of your evening attire. It does something to your body, to your spirit, to your soul that makes you feel like you're in a different place. So that's very important. It makes you feel gloomy and down sometimes when you just thinking about being like that all day long.
All day long.
Yeah, I can't. I can't.
They say we're creatures of habit.
Yeah.
So, like you said, you're so accustomed to getting up in the morning, putting on some fresh clothes and taking care of yourself. You say, man, I'm not going to stop now because of COVID.
And when you are coming out of different lifestyle or you live in a lifestyle of recovery, these are things that you want to try to break your habit of, because a lot of times when we are using, we can wear the same clothes for weeks. It doesn't matter about changing clothes.
Testify.
And then you got to think when you live in a new lifestyle of recovery, your lifestyle change has to include hygiene and everything. That's all a part of the process of you being that changing individual, man or woman. So you got to remember those things are needed in the recovery process. For real.
Absolutely. Karen, do you want me to read some?
Sure.
Okay. Karen gave me permission to read some. No, we're going to give her a break because Karen do a great job.
Yeah, she's awesome.
I'm not the best of readers, but I want to help out as much as I can. So it says, what could you do to be sure that you take good care of yourself? For example, say no from time to time. Ask others to take over your care, taking responsibilities from time to time. Put yourself first. Make a list of things you need to do for yourself every day and do the things on the list. Now, second bullet, it says, you may have more things than you need. All these things may make yourself difficult to manage. If you have too many things, as Mike said, too many things on your plate, you will lose things more easily. Your space will be cluttered, and maintaining these things may take time and energy that you would prefer to use in other ways. You do not have so many things that it makes you, it says, you do have so many things that it makes your life difficult to manage.
If you got too many.
Wow. Trying to talk to this mass is very difficult. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, I told you I can't do it. But Two, do you have so many things that it makes your life difficult to manage? Remember, I was just talking about the scenario where I talk about I dropped the mask. And where I dropped the mask that was plainly in the barbershop where I had to take it off to get my beard shaped up, obviously. So it automatically told me that my life is not that difficult for me to track back. I know exactly where it is. Why? Because that's where I took it off. But I'm saying you can't manage your life if you got so much stuff going on. Again, all positive things I had on my plate. And Brother Craig said, yo, you got too much stuff on your plate. I said, you know what? He's absolutely right. But you got to think, when you come out of addictive lifestyles and you want to pile on all this positive things, it's not bad. You just got to learn how to manage it. When you learn how, and exactly what he has said, I took an evaluation of my own life. I said, I got all this right here. These are all good things, but I need to manage it. And when I was able to manage it, the things that I had to do, I started passing. I had to take this test. I passed it. Why? Because I cleared off my plate. I said, I can't focus on one task and focus on all these different assignments. But once I cleaned out my plate, I was able to manage my life, and then I started to see positive results. So you got to remember that too.
Yes. And so it says, what could you do to resolve this problem? For example, throw things away, give things away, have a tag sale, clean out one space at a time, keeping only what you need. Enlist the help of other people you live with. Have a moratorium on getting new things.
Yeah.
Second bullet, there may be people in your life at home, at work, or in the community who make your life difficult, who seems to rob you of your serenity. For instance, when they are around, everything feels hectic and chaotic or very loud. Do not have people in your life who make your life difficult in some ways.
Do not have people in your life who makes life difficult. This is a good example. You need to learn how to get individuals out of your life that are making your life difficult. I often tell people stuff that I used in my own life, and this is one thing that I use. I list the people. I probably don't verbally or write them down, but I list the people who encourages me and the ones who discourages me. Now, the person who encourages me and discourages me, they both can be in the same family. And I don't have anything about them or against them. I just try to focus more on who encourages me. So the people who are very loud and chaotic, that's the way that they probably are. That's their personification, if you will. That's who they are. So I don't really worry about them, or you can't worry about them, but you can keep them at a distance and try to stay around the people who keep you calm or help you in your lifestyle as you're trying to go through the process of change.
Let's go on to say, it says, like everyone else, you need time alone to do the things you want to do and be the way you want to be. Do you have enough time alone to just be and to do the things, and to do the things you enjoy doing yourself? Now, do you have a time enough just to be, to exist or just be yourself and to self-absorb and self-evaluate what's going on? A lot of times things are going on around us so fast that we don't pause. We don't take...
Just be.
We don't take a time out and say, you know what, hold up. I need to reassess this thing. Is it me? Or is it you? That's a joke. But anyway.
But do you have enough time to just be? This means, say you just want to be sitting stationary, not doing nothing. Binge watching TV shows. If you always have stuff on your plate or on your calendar, you can't just be. I remember a couple of times my wife signed up for a lot of different things. And again, it was all positive events to go to. And she said, you going? I was sitting on the couch saying, nope. But I didn't have anything to do. I just wanted to be still. I just wanted to be there, be sitting there doing nothing. However, if you have yourself attached to all these other things, you can't even have time to say, I don't really have anything on my agenda today. I'm sitting here And as the hours go by, I'm going to make up what I'm doing for this particular day. I don't know if I want to sit here and watch TV, go to the gym. I don't know if I want to sit on the porch. I got a remote control car now. I want to go out back, play in my car. I don't know. But I have to make the time to just be. You have to do the same thing too. But you can't do that if everything's chaotic in your life. You can't do that.
That's a nice hobby, Mike. I might have to get blessed me with one, boy. You didn't tell me about that, but that's all right. But we're gonna move on. All right, and it says, if you don't have time to be. It say, how could you arrange to get some time alone? Well, it say doing things that are fun and creative will improve the quality of your life and enhance your sense of well-being. These are the kinds of things you get lost in, like reading a good book. That sounds good. Doing a craft project, or playing with your children. What kinds of things do you enjoy doing?
There you go.
There you go, right there.
I just was talking about. Do what you enjoy doing. I just enjoy reading, relaxing. Yesterday, my wife was like, she's going to ShopRite, and I said, cool. I went and got my coat, my hat. I went outside and play with a remote control car, going up and down until I burnt it out. But I enjoyed doing that. That was time that I spent enjoying. You have to do that too. How could you arrange to spend more time doing these things that you like to do?
Karen, let's
what you like to do?
What are some of the good things you like to do when you just want to be?
Well, actually, over the weekend, for some time because of COVID and everything and the weather, I used to go out to play with my family, soccer.
Nice.
And on Sunday, it was something that we kind of revisited, and it was nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
We spent a good time out in the park, walking, and then we were playing, and it was just a good Sunday.
Spend time with the family, play soccer, and got some good exercise in.
And it was nice outside. Good air out there.
Look at that. That's 4 positive
that
right
you
there.
can do. She enjoys spending time doing that, and that's very positive. Every individual have different things that it might not be something I enjoy doing or the person you're around enjoy doing, but remember, it's not about them. You have to find something to do that you enjoy doing. Some people like to just walk on the beach, walk on the boardwalk, whatever it may be. Find something, make time for yourself.
And there's some other question that says, do you spend enough time doing these things you enjoy? If not, how could you arrange to spend more time doing these things? You need time to relax and to relieve stress. Sometimes the events and circumstances of our lives make it hard to do this. If you are there, Cam just mentioned that. Due to COVID, it made it hard, but now she find a creative way. If you are unable to relax, you may notice that you feel badly. This can cause physical and emotional health problems. Do not take time to relax every day. If not, what could you do to relax? For example, listen to a relaxation tape. Take a relaxation and stress reduce course. Read a book on relaxation and do some of the exercises. Set aside time each day to sit quietly. There you go, Mike. And think about pleasant things.
Sit quietly and think yourself happy. It's always positive. You need to relax and to relieve stress. Every last individual persons alive will come to a place where you need to relax and relieve stress. We have stress in different forms, and we have high tolerance. Some people have low tolerance. They can have a little situation and they get stressed out like this. Some people have things piled up before they get to the place where they are stressed. However, nobody will be able to make it without having a release valve or something like that to relieve the stress that we are dealing with. Sometimes the events and circumstance of our lives make it hard to relax. I tell people all the time, when I tell them or teach them about taking time to do something or looking for the time to do something, circumstances in our world won't allow you. I always tell them you have to take it. Meaning, as soon as I made up my mind not to do anything, my phone rings. Soon as I say I'm not doing nothing, your phone ring, you get an email. It's important, you need to respond. Listen, that will always happen. You have to actually shut off that, and you have to take the time for you to relax. And I always often say about my own personal life, if my family can have a spiritual foundation, and if they can't count on that spiritual foundation, then I can't do anything past that. So if I don't answer the phone, it will be okay. So you got to remember, you got to take the time to relax.
And for all of us that's in recovery, sometimes it's okay to be selfish about your recovery. And so if you find yourself that there are certain cues, external cues or internal cues that may come up that make things hectic or chaotic, just sit back and relax and find out how can you resolve this matter without drinking or using any substance that would cause your sobriety to be jeopardized. All right? And so we here at Capital Recovery, 72 North Pearl Street. We're located in Bristol, New Jersey, 08302. And so it's been fun. It's been great. Anything else we want to add, Mike?
Thursday, 1 p.m., we have all recovery meeting. You can find us on Capital Recovery Center on our Facebook page, also on YouTube. If you want to join the meeting, just click the link and we can add you into the meeting. It's all recovery meeting Thursday at 1 p.m.
Is there anything else, Karen, that we must cover?
No. Is Ro coming out tomorrow? Okay, I think so. So Ro's gonna be out tomorrow. It will be out in 6th and Wood Street.
6th and Wood Street, Violent. Recovery on Wheels. That's the road. Recovery on Wheels. So if you have any individuals who are looking to go to some type of treatment, inpatient or outpatient treatment, can you please bring them out to 6th and Wood Street in Violent, New Jersey tomorrow from 10 to 2 p.m.
All right. Enough said, I believe.
And with that, we will check you guys out next week. Thanks for tuning in to Coffee and Conversation at Capital Recovery Center. My name's Mike. I'm one of your Capital Recovery coaches.
All right. See you. Take care.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Good stuff.